Hey guys, and welcome. Throughout the story of Halo 5, we know that Cortana was a little bit crazy. She essentially believed that the mantle of responsibility falls into the hands of humanity's AIs, and that she is the one to take it forward. Towards the end of the game, we hear a lot about humanity's smart AIs beginning to turn against their creators and forming an army named the Created. This was the terminology used to describe Cortana's army of AIs, and we even see this in the Halo Infinite campaign, whereby AI Leonardus, who controlled the Spartan 4 training station, actually went on to betray his creators and gave away their location to Cortana, which meant that she went on to destroy this training camp, killing up to 70 plus Spartans in the facility. Cortana had guardians at the ready anywhere she went, and was the most powerful AI in the galaxy at the time, with multiple sets of species being on the run from her, including humanity. But the main question is, why did she let Atriox overpower her on the Zeta Halo, and how did he do that? How was the most powerful thing in the universe overpowered by Atriox and the Banished, an army of brutes and neglected Covenant soldiers? Well, in this video we're going to discuss that in a lot more detail and give you some information around why Cortana didn't just summon her guardians against the Banished on Zeta Halo, as I know that I've got a lot of questions around this, and a massive question as to why did she give up? This is actually told to us in game, and if you did go on to miss it in the campaign when it was explained, it can be quite difficult to piece those points together during the end of the game. So again, in this video we'll discuss all of that in more detail, but make sure you guys do go check the timestamps in the description down below and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of the new year. We're already around 1,500 away right now, and I know the fact we can do this, and if we do, of course, I'll be giving away a brand new copy of the Halo Infinite campaign, and of course 10,000 of the credits used for the online store to, again, go and buy all of your overpriced armor to your heart's content. But yeah, if you did like the video as well, guys, I'd much appreciated if you drop a like. Much appreciated. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. So to begin with, I need to go over and give you guys a very high level overview of the Halo Infinite campaign, just so you have an idea of how the lore stacks up and of course how it all pieces together. So to begin with, Cortana was on Zeta Halo at the very beginning, and she had taken over it as her own, having access to all of the Halo Ring's weaponry and defenses, and even its deepest and darkest secrets, the Endless. Soon after this, Cortana was accompanied on Zeta Halo by the Banished, more specifically Atriox, where they went on to meet, and Cortana would go on to talk to him around her overall plan for the galaxy. Cortana would then go on to give Atriox an ultimatum: follow her plans and join the Created, or face the consequences. Of course, Atriox chose the Banished as a proper leader would, and Cortana went on to destroy their brute homeworld, Doisak, right in front of his eyes. This angered Atriox, and he wanted to take this ring for himself and of course the Banished. With them having no homeworld now, what do they really have to lose? And they wanted to become the most powerful faction in the universe. However, the only way they could accomplish this was to somehow defeat or weaken Cortana. The UNSC heard of Cortana's location on Zeta Halo and decided to end her reign once and for all. Dr. Halsey devised a plan to counter Cortana with essentially another copy of herself. The Master Chief and Blue Team was set off on a mission to obtain the weapon from Reach, fighting through the Banished forces to get to Halsey's hidden facility based on Reach. Once obtained, the Chief and the Blue Team caught a Pelican back to the Infinity and began with the weapon's core initiation, whereby then Captain Lasky ordered a slipspace jump to the Zeta Halo ring to initiate their plan. Once the Infinity and the UNSC had arrived at Zeta Halo, a short time later, the Banished had already intercepted the ship, taking only 4 minutes to infiltrate and completely take over the UNSC Infinity. Captain Lasky gave the orders to the crew, Marines and the Spartans to evacuate the UNSC Infinity onto the Zeta Halo surface immediately and take the weapon with them. Of course, the Master Chief stayed behind and tried to fight off the remaining Banished and encountered Atriox, and of course this is the cutscene at the very start of the game. But it's also really interesting and important for you guys to note that the Banished somehow knew about the weapon. Again, we don't know how this is at the moment. There's nothing that's explained to us as to how the Banished knew about the weapon, and there's nothing in the canon just yet. But again, a really interesting thing to take into account. They wanted to use the weapon against Cortana to do what the UNSC were going to do. Begin the weapon's mission by imitating Cortana, locking her down for retrieval, and preventing her from being able to fight back against them when they're trying to take over the ring and use it as a weapon. This was the reason why they intercepted the UNSC Infinity at the beginning of the game. Just a really important thing for you guys to take into account there as well. The weapon was removed from a capsule and given to a set of Spartans to take safely down to the surface and install into the ring's network and infrastructure. The weapon was successfully deployed and had done a job of containing Cortana, preventing her from summoning any further guardians and controlling the rings in general. The overall mission of the weapon was to lock her down and prevent her from doing anything of the sort. This is why in the campaign we see that Cortana was waiting and expected the Chief in the silent auditorium around mid-game, as she knew the UNSC would send the Chief down to capture and escort her back to the UNSC Infinity to carry out the final dispensation process. However, to her surprise, when Atriox turned up and revealed that the Master Chief was defeated and was floating in space, she was perplexed and distraught, not knowing what else to do. At this stage, she was powerless. There was nothing that she could do to counter this or fight against Atriox, as she was completely locked down and secluded to the ring by the weapon. She could access the ring's data but couldn't summon or make any changes at the time or even fight back against them. So even if she knew that what she was doing was wrong or wanted to fight back against the Banished, she couldn't do that because, again, she was completely locked down. So in the end, Cortana did the only thing that she was able to do at the time. Cortana sacrificed herself so that John, the Master Chief, had a fighting chance to fight back against the Banished and take the ring back out of their control. If Cortana didn't destroy the ring when she did, the Banished would have had full control of the most powerful weapon in the universe, and she even quoted this later into the game. A weapon pointed into the universe. My fault. Again, it's important to note that Cortana literally couldn't have done anything else at this time. Cortana couldn't have just activated the ring or summoned 100 guardians because she was completely locked down and could only do very limited things at the time, until of course she was retrieved by the weapon and the Master Chief and taken back to the Infinity. So the Cortana destroyed the silent auditorium to prevent the Banished from 1. Having access to the most powerful ring in the universe and to prevent the Enders from being set free, and 2. Her love for John, the Master Chief. With Cortana destroying the ring, it gave the Chief a fighting chance to again fight back against the Banished and get the ring back in UNSC's control. This is what happened in game and it paid off massively, but with Cortana being locked down, it gave her time to think and reflect on what she had done, and a time in the past with the Master Chief. The weapon played a massive part in this. The weapon at the beginning of the game said that she had locked down Cortana, and Cortana was deleted, but she wasn't really sure how. Of course, the weapon locked her down at the time, and Cortana sacrificed herself to help humanity fight back against the Banished and to prevent the Banished from having the most powerful weapon in the universe at their control. But after this was done, she had no chance to fight back at all, and the ironic part about this is, when Cortana went on to blow up the brute homeworld Doisak, Atriox was powerless at the time, but as soon as Cortana was locked down, the tides turned completely, and this is where the Halo Infinite story began. But guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. For me, it's quite difficult to understand this when you aren't actively looking for the answers, but I do find that a lot of the time Halo Infinite isn't really clear on parts of the story it's trying to tell. There are a lot of moving parts, and not all of them are fleshed out. I think that's purposely done so that DLC can have more content and reason, but as annoying as it is, this is a 10-year game, and I suppose we've got to deal with that. But guys, I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, be sure to go on and drop a like, it'd be much appreciated, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. Again, remember, 10k before Christmas, we'll be doing a massive giveaway on the channel of a copy of the campaign, and also 10,000 of the multiplayer credits as well. Also guys, if you want to be notified when a video does go live, make sure you guys ring the notification bell, of course, above the like button, in order for you to be able to be notified when a video does go live, and again, have the scoop on the latest lore and information on Halo Infinite. But guys, have a good rest of your day. Speak to you all soon.